Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss O'Donnell, and this week for your at-home math learning, you'll be completing a math scavenger hunt. Here's the directions. Find the items on each slide somewhere around your house or outside. Take a picture of the item and upload it directly onto the slide. Describe each item and how it relates to math. Here are the items that you have to find. Something to do with fractions, decimals, area, volume, powers of 10, parallelogram, ounces, pint or quart, length of 1 foot, pattern. I've created my own slideshow that I would like to share with you as an example. First one, where do you see fractions? Take a picture of the item and upload it directly onto the slide. Describe your item and explain how it relates to math. The item that I found in my house was an orange. When I cut it in half, I saw that it has lots of different pieces, and each piece is 1/10 of the whole orange. At the bottom, I wrote, my item is an orange. It relates to math because each segment is 1/10 of the whole orange. See what you can find at your house that can be described using fractions. Next is decimals. I found lots of decimals in my house, but the two that I picked were a receipt from a restaurant and a tag on some clothes. At the bottom, whatever item you choose, don't forget to describe it and explain how it relates to math. My item is A. It relates to math because. Next is area. Remember, area is the amount of space inside of a shape. You can find area by multiplying the length times the width of an item. I found that I could find the area of this rug by multiplying the length times the width. Next is volume. Remember, volume is the measure of space taken up by a solid object. You can find volume by multiplying length times width times height. I know I can measure using volume on this sandbox by multiplying the length times the width times the height. Where do you see a power of 10? A power of 10 is any number that can be written as the product of tens. So for example, 100 equals 10 times 10. 1000 equals 10 times 10 times 10. I decided to use pennies to show the power of 10. 1 penny times 10 is 10 pennies. 10 times 10 pennies is 100 pennies. Next is parallelogram. The parallelogram, remember, is a shape with 4 sides, and the sides that are opposite each other are parallel. Parallel means they just never touch. I found a parallelogram shape in this pink eraser. Where do you see an item that is measured in ounces? When I looked through my cabinets, I found that this Hunt's tomato paste is measured in ounces. I saw that because I looked really close to the label on the can. Way down here, it says 16 ounces. Ounces is shortened on many cans and products just to OZ, so keep an eye out for that. Where do you see a pint or a quart? I looked in my refrigerator and found 1 quart of milk, and it was labeled 1 quart. That's how I knew. Where do you see something that is the length of 1 foot? Of course, I had to go with the foot-long subway sub here. I know it's 1 foot because I have a ruler that's 12 inches, and 12 inches is the same as 1 foot. Where do you see a pattern? There are lots and lots of patterns all around my house. I found this brick wall. Another pattern you might find is a honeycomb.